In today's video, we're gonna explore the basic documentary structure outline for most films that are in that kind of 4 to 10 minute range. And this is essentially 4 sections that you're gonna be looking to capture whenever you go out and make a film. Because without structure in your film, I can promise you, you'll risk making a boring film. And we're gonna be using Mile by Mile as the example. This is a documentary I released on my YouTube channel. You can go watch it, I'll put the link below. And you'll see this in all your favorite films as well. And again, it's principles, it's not rules. So let's get right into this. The first section is establishing the question. And whether you have a main character in your film or exploring a topic or a political issue, you always wanna start with the question. Your character's desires, what they want. And Mile by Mile, right away in the first 30 seconds of the film, we hear Lawrence saying he wanted to be the first Canadian to complete the Dakar Rally, a 10,000 kilometer race across Africa. Without establishing this within the first 10% of your film, we won't know why we need to watch. No one cares about backstory at this point. No one cares about your cool cinematic moves. You can maybe sometimes do a couple cool shots right off the front. This might hook people in, but get very soon, early into your film, into the desire. Then we move on to section 2, and this is optional, but it's your backstory. It's giving a bit more breadth and reason to the story. The biggest mistake I see is that people put their backstory at the beginning, but no one really cares about your character until we know what they want. Now you have the audience hooked, and they care about your character. Or perhaps if you're exploring a topic, this is where you can go into a bit of the backstory as long as we know the issue at stake. And when you're wondering what a topic-based documentary is, this could be something like about poverty or climate change. But again, you're always running the risk of making a boring film if you don't have some main characters that we can latch onto and journey with. And in our film Mile by Mile, this is where we showed Lawrence riding a bike as a kid. We reenacted it and we spoke about his early passion. We gave reason to why this Dakar Rally is such a huge, important thing, why it matters so much to him. And that brings us to section 3. This is where you explore conflict and we go on the journey with your character. You wanna have some hurdles. You wanna explore what's going on in the mind of your character or the physical obstacles in their way, because without conflict, people start turning off your film. And if you're doing a topic-based documentary, if you're just sending us facts at this point, only the people who really care about that topic or issue will continue to watch. Lawrence's bike broke down in the middle of a 10,000 kilometer race. He was stranded. This is a clear conflict. But maybe it's not so clear for you. You should go watch some of my films where I talk about the physical and metaphysical journey. This is where you want to get into the mind of the people in your film and find out what mental hurdles perhaps they are facing. Because with all the backstory and desires that you have at the beginning of the film, we will begin to have empathy to care about what that person thinks and feels. Everyone's putting their feelings online right now. You need a reason for us to care. The resolution, that's our 4th section. That's where you resolve the film and you celebrate the person getting what they want, or you explore the failure and them still desiring that. But what happens is people will start to hint towards the resolution of the film in section 3, and that kind of defeats the purpose of us continuing to watch. We already know that everything's gonna turn out fine or perhaps fail, so why keep watching? Uncertainty, not knowing what's happening, is currency. And that currency is the attention you're buying from your audience. And you might be saying, well, I have a film that's already happened. Yeah, that was Mile by Mile. Lawrence did this race like 20 years ago, but we didn't reveal that he had completed it till we showed at the end him crossing the finish line and celebrating with his family. Then that's why we had this section at the end, seeing him triumphantly riding with his daughter today. And you actually cared, but none of that would have mattered. It would have just been cool shots that people would have turned off for a while because there was no purpose or heart. So to recap this, you have 4 sections in your film. You have establishing what your character wants. You're then moving into some backstory. And that, I would say this section is sort of optional, but it is important if you can bring it in a creative way. The 3rd section, and this is usually the longest, this is the journey and the conflict. And make sure you have some obstacles. And then is the resolution. This is the final sigh. We can take a breath now and celebrate with the character on screen what they've just explored, or more importantly, what they have learned. Without growth or personal reflection, it can feel like we just watched a 2-dimensional person on screen. So I hope this video helps. If you made it this far and you're interested more in documentary filmmaking, we have something called the Art of Documentary. We have thousands of filmmakers a part of it. It's a course and academy where you can get feedback on your projects. You can learn how to find a story, go out and shoot it and craft and edit and never get stuck. And then most importantly, how to get people to watch it, how to get into film festivals with broadcasters. We even have a new course inside the Art of Documentary called Create and Earn, which is all about creating a thriving business and increasing your revenue as a filmmaker. We've already had dozens of people in Art of Documentary tell us stories about how they've been able to quit their job and go into filmmaking full time, double, triple their income with their clients. We love seeing all the incredible films and incredible stories of life change that are coming out of the Art of Documentary community. So don't miss out. We're opening the doors on September 12th, and this could be your opportunity to take that next step in your journey. Create that film on your heart. The world needs your voice. The world needs your passion. There's stories around you, and you have a perspective that no one else has. And we want to help you find those stories, complete those films, and release those incredible pieces of art into this world. If you want more information, you can go to theartofdocumentary.com or run over to our Instagram. Check that out. I'll put all the links below. We're opening the doors on September 12th, and we have huge discounts in the first 48 hours of opening the course. You can save up to 30% off, but we only keep the doors open for about 2 weeks, twice a year. So if you miss out in September, you're gonna have to wait all the way into March, which is over 7 months away. So we will see you on the inside of Art of Documentary, or I'll see you on another video on this YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for watching. See you on the next one.